Hello, my name is Mawezo Alindinwari. I am a K Plus student at Southern New Hampshire University. I'm doing my Bachelor's of Arts in Management with concentration in Logistics and Operations, and I'm working on a project called Government and You Undergo Contribute to Society. Within this project, I'm assigned to do two street interviews, asking two different people in the street about some questions, four questions, which are: what are the three branches of governments? What does each branch do? Democrats and Republicans are the major parties, and can you name the third party? What is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law? Those are four questions to ask those people. After asking those people, I will hear from their answers, and after I will provide the true answers for those questions. Thank you. Let's start.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
My name is Mawezo Alindinwari. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire University. I'm doing my Bachelor's of Arts in Management with concentration in Logistics and Operation. And I'm conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and use the information in Government and You project. I'm working on for a contribute to society. The interview will be used to create a street interview and submitted to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. The interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system, to which only the evaluator and College for America staff will have access. Do you have any question?
No.
Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
So, thank you. I, Patrick, give my informed consent to participate in this interview, to be recorded and used as part of the students' academic.
What are the three branches of government?
So the three branches of government that I know is there is executive, there is legislative, and I forgot the third one.
It's okay. What does each branch does?
I don't know.
Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third party?
The third party is Green Party.
What is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law?
To be honest, for the question, I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. How are you? My name is Mawezo Adinwari. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire University. I'm doing my Bachelor's of Arts in Management with concentration in Logistics and Operations. And I'm conducting this interview as part of my academic work. With your consent, I will record this interview and use the information in a Government and You project I'm working on for a contribute to society. The interview will be used to create a street interview and submit it to College for America so that my project can be evaluated. This recording will be used solely for this purpose. The interview information will be temporarily stored in the College for America online evaluation system, to which only the evaluator and the College for America staff will have access. Do you have any question? Do you give your consent to be interviewed and recorded?
I, Kenya, I give my informed consent to participate in this interview, to be recorded and used as a part of my of the student academic work.
What are the three branches of government?
About three branches of government, I remember one which is executive. I don't know other two.
Second question is, what does each branch does?
For sure, I don't know.
Democrats and Republicans are major parties. Can you name the third party?
Yeah, the third party is Green Party.
Green Party. What is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law?
For that question, I don't have an answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, as I said, I will provide the true answers to the questions that the interviewee have responded to them. Some they tried their best to answer them correctly, while the other questions they failed them. So I'm going to provide the true answers to those questions. Like the first question was asking what are the three branches of the government. In the government we have three branches, which are executive, legislative, and also there is a judicial branch. These branches are divided into some subparts. Like the executive branch is divided into the part of the president, and the other one is the workers in the White House. While legislative branch is divided into senators and the House representatives, while judicial is divided into the Supreme Courts and the lower courts. Moving to the other question, that is asking what does each branch do. The President of the United States of America administers the executive committee branch of its government. Actually, he or she is in charge of enforcing the rules that the legislative branch makes, and the President of the United States of America is voted by the citizens in his or her country. The criteria is that someone who votes is having 18 years or above 18 years old. And the legislative part of the government of the United States government is called Congress, and the Congress is there to make the rules. Actually, the Congress is divided into two parts, which are like the senators and the House representatives. There are like 100 senators and 435 House representatives in this part of Congress, and the number of the number of senators are voted in from each of the United States of America. There are 2 senators, and the number of the House representatives depends on the number of people in each state. Like this number is determined by the population in each state. In addition, both senators and representatives are elected by the eligible voters in their states. Moving to the third branch, which is a judicial part of the federal government includes like the Supreme Court and 9 justices. There are special judges who interpret the laws according to the constitution in the country. These justices only hear the case that pertain to the issues related to the constitution. They are the highest court in the United States country. The federal judicial system also has lower courts that are located in each state. Like also in each state, these lower courts which are located in each state, they are there to hear the cases involving federal issues. The third question, which is Democrats and Republicans are the major parties, and I was asking the interviewee to name the third party. The third party, most of them talked about the Green Party, and the true answer is that the third party is minor party that is made up by the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, and the Constitution Party. The Democratic Republican Party is an American party that is formed by two people who are Thomas Jefferson and James Madison around 1792. This is formed for the purpose of opposing the policies of Hamilton and the Federalist Party. The party promoted states' rights and the financial country. This Libertarian Party supports laissez-faire policies for and small governments, and is characterized by being socially liberal and fiscally conservative. The Green Party is a progressive party that emphasizes eco-socialism, while the Constitution Party is a socially and fiscally conservative party backed by the religious right. Moving to the fourth question, what is the basic process by which a bill becomes a law? Actually, I saw that a bill becomes a law through 10 steps. First of all, a bill is born, and in the first process, anyone draft a bill, and Congress can introduce legislation in terms of introducing it by a member of the cabinet or the head of a federal agency. After the committee action, after introducing a bill, is examined carefully, and it passes if the committee acts on it. If not, a bill effectively dead. Subcommittee review in this process, bill transferred to subcommittee for study and hearing. If subcommittee do not vote from it, it cannot report it to legislation to the full committee. And then the makeup hearing is like that's the subcommittee meet to make the bill a recommendation to the full committee, and if the full committee voted, it sent it to the floor. The committee action to report a bill also may report a bill. After receiving a subcommittee's report on a bill, the full committee votes if it can be recommended to the House and Senate. This process is called like ordering a bill reported. The next step is voting. After the debate and the approval of any amendments, the bill is passed, and then by the member voting, referral to the other chamber. When the House and or Senate passes a bill, it is referred to the other chamber, where it's usually it's usually used to follow the same routes through committee and floor action. This chamber may approve the bill received, and then or they can reject it, or they can ignore it, and or so they have chance to change it. The conference committee action by using the discussion in a conference of committee by sharing idea if a bill is true or false. The House and Senate make agreement on the and then they approve the conference report. The final action after that, both Senate and the House approve the bill in identical form, means similar form. They sent it to the president president. If the president approve it of registration, and then he signs, he or she signs it, and it becomes a law. Overriding a veto, like the last one, if the president vetoes a bill, Congress may attempt to override the veto. If both the Senate and the House pass the bill by a 2/3 majority, the president veto is overruled and the bill becomes a law. Thank you so much. This is like a brief of answers to the questions. So, thank you.